See Darion trying to work his way through that smoke cover to see if he can find any trailing players of RRQ, but in fact, it's just a very deep lurk for xFaroe.
And xFaroe might have to come huge here as Jemkin eventually goes down to the trade. 2 kills on the side of Bleed, trying to open up the site. They're wary of a potential lurk, but they want to get into the site first. They want to clear it. xFaroe doesn't land the first shot, eventually gets it. Will just buy time. Now his teammates will be able to peek back out. Elmimore over by drop. Does he reset? The Prowler tags onto Retla. It actually gets the bite, and he loses vision at the most crucial left in the tank that he wants to kind of air out today in this match, as they both find themselves here on the VCT Pacific stage. This is a quick push onto B site. Yay, not able to quite land that shot. Flips eventually getting traded out, but xFaroe is there with the Outlaw. Jemkin wanting to make sure they get at least the spike down, and xFaroe right now, he's already cleared out the A side. Maybe they're opened as well. That allows him to continue to put pressure all the way around as xFaroe's picked up this Odin.
Yeah, they've read this really nicely. I'm not sure if they're going to be ready.
Oh, the timing's a little quick. xFaroe just lets it pass. He lets his footsteps be heard, though, as he tries to chase through. However, Estrella now on the second lurk all the way around. Jemkin, his job is just to buy time. They have no idea that there could be a second. The spike diffuser is killed, and it's only Retla left alive for Bleed. What a setup in the post plant by RRQ, and the jump back gets the peak. It's just a jiggle on both sides. Retla, too many things to consider. He also has to potentially worry about saving this Vandal. Gets the kill, he can't get out in time, and Jemkin will pick it up. 3-0 lead.
It's a beautiful going up against those Sheriffs in close quarters combat. They're actually going to use the Nightfall here. He's trying to cycle it quickly.
Yeah, but Ye might look for an opening here by the revolving door. There's the paranoia. It's perfect for Ye. He gets one, and it's delayed the entry, but Jemkin will clear the site. Estrella finally trading out Ye. And then there's still the lurk out in B main coming out from xFaroe. Spike not planted just yet. RRQ not quite wary if they've already wasted too much time for the backup to arrive. They'll allow xFaroe to set up on mound. He'll just come through. Doesn't want to go on the lurk with the Outlaw. Just wants to hold from outside with his teammates' turret and alarm bot set up. Now just holding outside of the smoke. Misses the first jiggle, but it is an Outlaw. It's got 2 shots. Darion tries to jiggle out of it. Won't find it. Zest, good for a headshot, but flips on the trade. Retla once again the last alive. This time a Sheriff, so surely he goes for something. Perhaps try to get that pit online in the next round, but he's going to switch for flips. I mean, you can't possibly imagine that it's another double lurk all the way out from the A side. Zest has no idea. RRQ is working this map like it's just their home ground. And now spamming through the smoke, it's planted for mound. There is just no way Bleed can get a grasp. Running into the arms of Flips as he gets yet another kill against Ye.
Good luck, Scary.
He'll try to fight his way out of this. Oh, not even Scary's getting out. Keep control of Rubble, but that's the C's. They should know that someone's been caught by it. They see the tether. Gage just barely staying alive. Outside of that toxic screen, the Prowler catches sight of Retla. It's just a spray down through the screen. Curtains down and out here for Bleed.
Great diligence here from RRQ, not like falling for any of these traps that are being set up by Bleed. Really doing their due diligence by checking the angles, making sure that that box is covered, making sure the farther angles are covered. You know, they're sensing a trap play, and they read it so nicely. Hats off so far to RRQ. They're read into this map well.
Oh, and Ye not landing the headshot there. Nice crouch to adjust from RRQ, just to spray down through as they're opening the door. I mean, RRQ, this is some of the most thorough games we've seen. One of the reasons all of their matches seem to go 2-1 or maybe close to overtime is because sometimes they get a little ahead of themselves, right? They don't check their corners, things like that. But right now, they are dialed in as Estrella gets a triple kill to improve, to get to that level to play in Pacific. But right now, round 7 off to a quick start. That's as you've called it. They'll start to dump their ultimates, and it's going to be an operator hold for Acero, but he has no backup. He's going to get swarmed. He's ready for the jump. He's ready for the blast back. And finally, the showstopper from Ye, not taking any chances, but it's still a 3v4 for Bleed. And you wonder, is that showstopper going to find its value? Everyone tucked into these corners on the Viper's pit. Darion trying to figure out where does he spam. I mean, there's just so many angles to be holding. None of them lined up on a singular line. And it should start to pique Bleed's curiosity that not a single member can be spotted. Prowler's out to start the approach. The Haunts are coming in on both sides. but nobody spotted still just yet. Estrella finds the first target, it's on to Ye, and suddenly a 2v4 into the opponent's Viper's pit. It just does not seem sensible to chase out. Coming in from Jepkin, he finds Darion as he tries to backstab. And yet another round after a couple ults traded. RRQ leads 7-0.
Going to lead with the Prowler first, and then they're going to change direction, maybe over towards B once again. They've been doing this so many times to great effect.
Yeah, then the Nightfall into B. I mean, they know that Bleed was prepared for this with the util dump on Rubble, so they're just holding on to that. Still a 1-for-1 trade, and Jemkin just clears the site. Xfero's holding the angle just in case, but now they won't even take the chance. They'll go all the way to C site. RRQ is here trying to make sure that they get a clean win today against Bleed Esports. And they may not even drop a round at this rate as they clean B site once again.
I mean, just the
VCT Pacific. Not the ones of the good kind. Retla being pressured. He saw the decay, so he thinks he has a chance. But Jepkin is just on fire off the gate. And he goes out for a crouch swing as well. The double, the teamwork for RRQ. And then they back off. They've lost audio. They don't want to just barrel in without information. The overheating RRQ just not present today, unfortunately for Bleed. And now Bleed slowly re-clearing the areas, but it's just the crossfires. They know Bleed, they are just starving for information. RQ waits for it, and they will be rewarded once again.
What are you supposed to do? I mean, Scary's going to have to pull off another one of those just miraculous clutches. It feels like Ye's trying to come to help him. From there, okay.
Okay, I mean, Jemkin was kind of predicting it, but that is a spike down. Now 45 seconds. Xfero's ready for it, but he's still walking. Now a 2v2, Scary holds on to it. And Ye knows the lurk is coming, and Bleed, a desperately needed round. Question, now upping the pace for RRQ. Showstopper used, Paranoia as well to clear out Baby Door, Sees to clear out Waterfall. Now it's a quick flood in from rotating door from Ye, but he gets kind of stuck. Not much room to jiggle as that door's closing on him. And now the pit used to cover Baby Door. Heaven still slightly open for Bleed's retake. Estrella now on the lurk. Does he go for a peek out? He does. A little too far out. Scary's waiting for it. He knows that RRQ's been winning these rounds thanks to the deep lurks and the late lurks. Now just to bounce out away from that lockdown. Scary looking for a timing. We're going to see the detains come in. Darion starts to push in. The Viper's pit has to go down off of that death. The Prowler, they know that Scary's still here, so RRQ wants to push out. They want to clear this out first. They're trying to get back in. Elmimore can't, so it's all up to Xfero. He can't get the spam through the wall. And that will be the second round for Bleed as we finish the first half.
Yeah, I mean, towards that B site, there is that tricky alarm bot right around the corner.
Yeah, and Estrella's ready for it. Wants to make sure that he has an escape. He hears the Prowler. Does he use the Paranoia? He's going to use it to try to counter out. He actually catches A on the entry as well. And then the toxic screen comes up. There's the decay. He does find himself in the middle of a drop, but Darion just cannot go and continue on to a second kill. You've still got the Killjoy. Xferro over on the C side. Immediate backup from Waterfall, from Flipstrider as well. Now a reset on both sides. Bleed, faking the rotate. Now Elmimore, he wants to know. He hears the shot. Good timing for that haunt.
Yeah, it's so nice to get that in there. And just waiting for this. Our two players now sliding over for RRQ. The door to fake the C hit.
Again.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be another attempt towards B.
Yeah, but Xfero's still holding that angle. He doesn't hear anything just yet. And look at this. I mean, RQ, they're all just hiding themselves until they know for certain where they want to go for the retake. Now they'll hear the plant.
Just play for trades, yeah.
Elmimore's a little too low, so RQ just letting the plant go. But in fact, Bleed might be overthinking this a bit as they want to try to dwindle the numbers, but it's just too many members. The reloads come in, and eventually Xfero swings around for the trade. It's going to be RRQ leading 11-2 off the pistol.
To reaggress towards a different part of the map, and this is the right thing to do in this scenario for sure. But it is going to be Elmimore with a Guardian, going to hear that haunt, and he's going to be waiting with open arms. Now, they did try to tuck a player in.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, they're looking for these lurks. It's in their heads.
Yeah, if Retla can get a kill here, make sure to draw the attention away from A. He goes for the shot, but here's the thing. There's still so many members of RQ alive, and they still don't see the peak. Eventually get the kill. They see it's the Viper, and now RQ knows. They still won't greed for this either. And RQ playing it patiently, playing with the numbers, doesn't want to give over any of these powerful weapons. Darion holding close for the Stinger. Yeah, it's going to be predictable, but he'll still have to go for it. Has to shut down the crossfire coming in from RQ's retake. 2 members up, and only Scary holding an off angle next to that spike. Now the push out from Bleed. INX Pharaoh is ready for it. He knows that they'll have to get antsy. Still one more up there, but it's going to be the swing around. Not enough members left alive for Bleed as RRQ reach map point 12-2. They might sense that they are trapped, but they're not feeling confident pushing in as they're not quite sure. They just wish that there would be a peak. Normally RRQ peaks, normally they overheat. Why is that not happening? That's the thought behind Bleed's head. And now a jump peek and a double, and Pharaoh still stabilizes for the second. Doesn't want to waste time on the reload. And now the cutoff on the backup as well from the rotation. RRQ perfectly pressuring the weak points of Bleed.
And you've still got some KJ Util.
Oh,
He's
no.
going to have the info, hearing all these footsteps outside of the door, but going to play it safe.
Okay.
Wait for the rest of the team to get there. The right move for sure. Flips being aware of any lurks, but there are none to be had. All three members of Bleed are right there.
Oh,
that is a great
boy.
paint shells.
And the spam comes through the wall as well. I love the delayed paint shells. Make sure that they have to eat the damage at the very least, but the spam helps pick up the kill. And now just down to two members. I mean, a 4v3, maybe Bleed. They had a shot, but now just Darion and Retla, neither at full health. The Outlaw creeping up against him as well. Jemkin will get one, and Retla gets two. Can he get a third? He gets it! This spot and Bleed. Can the miracle happen again? No, it will be Estrella that shuts it down. An absolute masterclass of a 13-2 scoreline for RRQ.
Blinking, you miss it. But RRQ looking to make us
All the way from B site, and now Estrella all alone as the lone Viper.
my God.
But look at this deep lurk
30
already from
seconds
Xferro. You've already got the flank covered. He will be spotted by the turret if he goes any further. For the time being, Spike Plant still hasn't happened. Elmimore dancing on top of the bridge, but that's a double kill for Bleed. Scary and Ye one each, but an immediate answer back from Jemkin and Xferro. Now a 3v2 in favor of Bleed. You still don't have the Spike planted. Wingman being sent out. Flips, he knows that they just have to play for time, but dropping the screen to make sure they can cover for Wingman. It's going to be Bleed. Looking strong in the pistol. Only 25 HP in a dream for Jemkin. Creeping forward.
This is so tough.
Yeah, I mean, they are spread out across, and on that first sight, Retla will get it. Bleed kicking off with him around with that Gecko. Give him a week. He'll start to learn all the tricks of the trade. Retla now going for a deep lurk through tube as well. Really wants to make sure they snowball their ult economy forward. Flips is watching for it, though. He'll get one kill. Retla recognizing he's been spotted. He snaps onto two. Getting comfy on the stage here for Bleed Esports.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Bleed. There it is. There's the flawless.
Oh, there's the flawless.
Congrats, Victoria.
D-rig for Quack.
One round.
They've got the nano swarms to buy time as well. You've got Jemkin up on top of the screens. This is going to be a drone that finds a lot of information. They're aware of it. Jemkin sees the spot as well. He's ready for it, so he gets the advantage over Ye. They dodge all the flashes as they're swarming over the site, and now the spike has been dropped to Zest. Once again, trying to go for the tap. He gets picked off from long range. Elmimore with another kill. Scary answers back, but it's still a 2v4. Spike down inside the site. And Elmimore creeps forward off of that
Oh
toxic
my.
screen, and he's ready for the quick two-tap. 4 kills for Elmimore. That there might be a late lurk, so the Gecko goes back, but it's been a regroup over to B. Now, Nanoswarm's not popped just yet. This alarm bot not destroyed yet. One way comes up, and Bleed, they're going to dash in, and Ye is caught in all this util. He already took so much damage on the way in. There is a trade. The Killjoy now taken down, and Scary already holding the angle under the one-way. Wingman being sent for that Spike plant. It gets taken down. Spike now stranded
30 seconds
right
left.
outside of the B plant zone. Retla in a tied 1v1. Jemkin eliminates him. Now a stabilized 3v3. Recon spends a little extra time. 20 seconds. Shock dart out to delay the plant even further. All three members of RRQ have arrived on the scene. It's a quick kill for Elmimore. Scary answers back. You have to stick the plant. Elmimore takes out Scary, and he's gonna get the triple. 2-2 tied up for RRQ.
Yeah, last couple rounds, Elmimore.
Scary, they want to deny the plant to make sure that they can go for a flood retake. The 0 point denies any more shots out of that ultimate. But now RRQ has all arrived, and they've got the weaponry. The Dizzy will hold them at bay for the time being. Darion already down. Now Nanoswarm's activated. Wingman trying to buy time to clear out the site just a bit further here for RRQ. Estrella gets another shot on that double peek. 3 members left for Bleed, all pushed out away from the site. Retla gets one on the push out. There's the mosh, but it's just outside, it seems, as Jemkin will be able to stick the defuse.
Well, a few consolation kills at the end of the round, but it is going to be
Driving on it. It's going to be used before the spike finishes. Ye on the outside. This is going to be crucial for RRQ to be able to try to clear that out. Scary will get 1 kill onto Elmimore. Now Thrash already expended. Scary holding on close inside the pit and back. Starts back out. Yay getting 1 kill. He gets traded out immediately, but the pit still stays alive. Scary's outside of it, and he dives back in. He is all over the spike as RRQ cannot find an approach. Bleed finally stabilizing and resetting the round score as Estrella just waits to see if he can get a couple more kills. The Cred situation very healthy on the side of RRQ. He wants to do some damage, trying to get up to that Viper's pit. He'll get a couple extra points for it.
Yeah, this is pretty well drawn up by Scary. The Scary wins them this round with his positioning, with the weight
above, just trying to push them back, making sure you have the sight lines. Good entry in from Ye. No kills just yet, but Darren will find one on a swivel right outside of that toxic screen, and they are trying to take so much space, and they will be rewarded so far, but Elmimore just drops out a nest all of a sudden, and now Bleed surrounded. They cannot catch the Sova on the side of RRQ. Recon destroyed, but a 3v3 off in the hands of Jemkin. And surely Bleed, they don't want to peek out into this, but Elmimore so close, Zest has no idea. He has been creeping up. There's the pit. How are you going to defend this post plant? The peek out from Scary. Tap hasn't happened yet, but Scary knows that there's more than one member. Another 4K for Elmimore.
Elmimore is on one right now.
Creep up, destroys the opponent's wingman as well. Spike still stranded inside the site, and Ye realizes where it came from. He'll go for the clear. Elmimore trying for a trade, gets one. Now the lockdown. Spike still stranded, mind you, so Bleed, they have to have an answer. If they're gonna back out, they're gonna start to run out of time as Elmimore just sends the Hunter's Fury, wants to make sure that they can stay inside, and the lockdown will be destroyed.
Oh, I thought for a second there he might have missed it. Oh, Jemkin as well with the operator, gonna take down Retla.
Yeah, this is one heck of a reset on this round, as now you have to creep in towards that off. And Ye, he did spot him on that swing around the corner, but not able to land the headshot.
10 seconds left.
Scary will do his best, but as you mentioned, a crucial round that they need to win, and time is running out. RRQ just has to stay alive to get their 5th round win in the first half.
Yeah, this is, again, having that extra ult with the SOP.
Now, once again, it's just a fast push out, trying to hide away from that turret. The flash lands long enough. He thinks he might not push on it. We've seen some players eating flashes and having the confidence. This time it doesn't pay off. Jemkin will pay for it, but Elmimore's truly the superstar of this map as he goes for another opening kill.
He's going to snag that operator and juggle it back. Just off 1 kill. Oh no.
Flips finds one. He is a bit stranded on his own, so Dizzy will have to be spent out. Retla wanted a timing, but Dizzy lasting just a bit longer. Estrella catches sight of 1, catches sight of 2, realizes he's trapped. Back up, not in time just yet, but Poison Cloud is Xfero, how does he reset for that? Moving to the side, resets for the headshot, and now you know Bleed stranded on B main.
Just 2 Sheriffs and 1 Vandal available. You do have a Thrash for Zest, so done a good job of getting those into his hands, but now you're looking at a difficult crossfire.
And with the toxic screen coming up, it's just going to be a snake bite and a bit of a spray to gain some information. RRQ not taking any chances. Xfero still clearing out any of that lurk. And Bleed will start to creep in closer. Yay, trying to hold these close angles right under. Be a curveball, a wild card, a joker that RRQ does not expect. See if that wingman spots him. It's bouncing back. It doesn't quite, but Elmimore will catch him at long range with the operator. And here's the flank from Xfero all the way around mid. Flips will set the defuse first. Doesn't quite finish the half, but it doesn't matter as they have so much.
Ye went down. He had to turn his attention, had to throw the Thrash in to try to make it go, and Ye's just red.
Oh, and they read this as well. The push onto Tube, the sprayed out from Xfero. RRQ is just leaps ahead of Bleed in this best of 3 so far. It looked like things might stabilize a bit, and Zest will do his best to do so. But Elmimore now all the way up to 18 kills in the first half. Nearly 2 kills per round for the Sova of RRQ.
And they stopped the plant, too, to make matters worse.
Yeah, it's stranded once again. How many times have we seen this in this first half? As Retla, he'll creep forward, and he expects it. Yeah, that's a triple, high, low, left, right, it's everywhere. And RRQ, but this is also RRQ understanding that with the broken buy, they can't play a full spread out default. This is a risk that Jemkin takes, but a very timely one. Yellow being given up relatively free. Estrella just hiding. They think that yellow's free. Eventually they swing around, but it's going to be the rest. The trades are just there. Elmimore and Xfero, the duo continuing to rack up more kills onto the scoreboard. We talked about it, but the ace not going to happen in this round. And it's going to be Xfero this time with a 4K. Up outside of Snowman. Gets spotted by the Dizzy. He'll have to back out, respect the Toxic Scream. But what in the world? The Hunter's Fury catches Retla, seemingly inside the tube. Now pushing past into Snowman. Yay will try to open up the site. They need to get the spike down. They've dawdled for so many rounds, and again the spike gets dropped in the middle of the site. Lockdown activated. Yay stranded in the middle of it. No exit whatsoever. There is no room in the corner. That is too much distance for you to escape, and eventually you will be detained inside your own pit. Flips trying to run in. He spots one. He knows he's just buying time for his teammates to come back in. Xfero gets one. Pit drops. Where is Yay? Xfero tapping the spike. Doesn't quite see him yet. He expects it. Well, it's going to be a fast hit this time. The same up on top of two, but this time on the pistol round. And RRQ, they've done this a couple of times in the past as well, where you just plant Jemkin and then it's the main force elsewhere. They're happy to put their duelist on the lurk.
And Jemkin hoping to outduel Retla. Retla, though, tucking himself in behind the box. Still, Jemkin gets the better of him.
Yeah, just on that second shot. Bounces right up to the head. Now Scary reads that it's been the lurk in mid. He's going to push out, but look at this. RRQ recognizing that it might be a push out, and Scary can't land the first shot. So crucial. If he could have gotten just one kill, even backing out, allowing for his teammates to pinch, but no, it will be the death. And now a 4v2 advantage for RRQ.
That's a heartbreaker.
Oh, the ayahs come out.
There it is. There's the ayah.
Oh, man.
Well,
at least a double team here. No, they're going to split up. Darion just checking for mid. Zest spots one. Now they've been spotted. RRQ trying to see if the other one's gone the flank around. And the Dizzy sent out, but it's closer than Zest thinks. And they just cannot get the pinch. The reload, and it's the shock dart. Elmimore.
Really, other than a little bit from Scary, so you're worried now. And I think RRQ might want to pull back and try a different site. They're going to go for it.
Oh, they wait for the screen to go back up and then immediately goes down as they start the plant. Draws out everyone from the woodworks to bleed. And now only Zest remaining with the bleed classic. He can work some magic. Things might look a little different. Couple members low, but Xfero's the one with full health, watching out from afar. Not quite checking the right angle, and Zest will try to swing. It's a triple kill for Xfero.
That could have been a little bit worse for RRQ.
Yeah. And maybe they have after waiting a couple extra seconds, as it's been absolutely silent on the A site. The Nano Swarms have been cleared out by the Shock Dart. Jemkin gets the first kill far away, all the way to the back corner, and the Bosch pushes him out. Retla at least trades for one.
This is crazy. This is working so well. Ye just walks into Elmimore's guns.
Thinks he just has to clear screens first, sure, but it's too many angles for you to clear alone. Ye goes down, and Bleed. It's a 10-4 scoreline. You don't have creds, but you feel like you need to claw your way back in on this anti-bonus. And they will not be able to. Darion will have to save this rifle.
I really felt like Bleed had a good read on this round. It felt like they were going to be able to contest this plant, but they never got confident. It just seems like,
boy.
Jeez, Farrell. But they just never felt like they really understood the time.
Yeah, don't want to give up match point. You want to fight for it. It's going to be the early util, and Ye's already ahead of it. That's the start that Bleed needs. Taking out Elmimore, cooling him off, takes away that initiator. Now Darion holding close. He sees the gun barrel. He's waiting for him to peek out. He's patient, and he will be rewarded. RRQ, couple of their tendencies, the weakness tendencies starting to show where they start to try to just answer back. They love to fight, and Bleed uses that against them.
Yeah, it's so funny, yeah. And it's also taking a page out of RRQ's book there. Flips was pushing that angle all the time in the previous half, and so they're saying, well, we can do that too. And now we've got these Guardians with these cracked aimers, should be able to put them to good use, and they have so far. The real question is even with a 3v5, somehow, some way, you feel like RRQ is going to fight their way back into this.
I mean, especially looking at the hold right now from Bleed. Yeah, you're holding a bit of a crossfire, but it's within the site. You don't have really quick exits yet. Darion will be able to spot Xfero first. They both get spotted, and Darion calls her back up. There's a crossfire, but it's an instant trade. And RRQ, now only 2 members remaining. They will get the spike plant.
30 seconds
1
left.
point towards that Thrash for Flips. He's up to 4. Now the flank coming in from Ye. You'd have Estrella wary of it. If he can get this kill and regroup in time, RQ might have a shot, but Ye misses the first shot, but he knows they have the numbers advantage. They just need to buy for time. Flips cleared out in the site. Now you can start to push and pull back in towards the site as you start the defuse attack for it. Estrella swings out, but he won't connect to the second. And Bleed trying to catch up with their 5th round win.
Yeah, this is looking good now for Bleed. Starting to work the map a little bit more, being a little bit more patient.
Right around screens, Mosh coming down, he's trying to clear the mollies, just trying to let RQ know that there is presence on the site. Jemkin sees where the shots are coming from though, and he is trained in, takes down El Diablo, and Jemkin holding on to the site, guarding the wingman. As now we see RRQ moments away from creating match point against Bleed Esports. Thrash will have to be used. Bleed, they don't want to let this go away. They clear all the close corners, but they don't quite find anyone detained. Jemkin will go for the drop, just trying to fake it out. Scary on the lurk out. He finds Estrella with his gun down, and it's going to be Jemkin now fighting for his life. The Hunter's Fury coming in. Moore catches one. Does he find another? No, he's instantly just going to have to buy for time. A quick pass through the toxic screen, and RRQ, a triple kill for Jemkin. Spotted by the 0 point, thinks he might be able to still sneak in, but that 0 point doesn't quite cover pipe, so it's immediately spraying through the wall. There's a close drone. He tries to swing on it. He can't get to, as there's still going to be the crossfire. Zest only dropping the opponent's Gecko, so it'll be a trade for trade. No more wingmans in this round. Sterion doesn't want to give up this position, finds one, but doesn't land the first shot. He knows he has to back off. Can't get a weapon upgrade. But right now, your life ever so valuable as you hold on to another flash drive and a fragment. Can he get this? It looks like they might be trying to body block that fragment as well. Doesn't look like it would have worked. Still going to destroy that lockdown.
Yeah, nice lineup. I like the thought from RRQ. Try and put it in a different position, but Darion with a good lineup with the fragment. Now the full forces of RRQ stream on in. Trying to clear if there's any nanos. There were none. Jemkin going to get up on the rafters, see if he can cut off this position, set up a dangerous crossfire.
Yeah, this is so much space as well. Only more on top of Nest, and it's just a late regroup for Bleed. And they're aware they have to clear every single possibility. They're trying to jiggle onto that Nest. It's going to be given up by Elmimore, but he's back on the box. Jemkin now hiding on the side. Elmimore eventually gets traded. It's still a 3v3 as Bleed start to approach, but they can't quite clear Jemkin in time. It's a 1-for-1 trade. The pit still up, but it's going to be Estrella far back away from the site. He actually starts to creep in towards it, trying to hold close. This is absolutely unread by Bleed. They have no idea that he's still moved on into the middle of it, and Scare will find him in the last moment. But time is ticking away, and RRQ will get a 2-0 victory in their first match of week 2, getting another on the board.
It's beautiful, it's clean.